You're recording this. She's going. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. This is a bit of a last minute, late notice, but yeah, we're going to do a little bit of a sneak peek tonight at what we have coming. And now in network marketing, it's very important to have a system and something to plug into. And I know there's few teams that have other systems, so this is not at all compulsory. So this is something that we've put together. We are using a system that has been working amazingly well for us. So we've decided to put it into a nice little neat package. And we've got a lot of work to do. We're going to add to it as we go. We're going to enhance it, make it better, add a lot of training along the way. And this team's going to be a good team, a fun team to be involved with, but it's going to have some of the best systems that we can use to spread the word about our team. We've got a lot of extra incentives to join this team with our Friday night launches, and with this new training website, it's going to be exclusive to our team. So every team's got to have a unique selling point. We're going to have an unbelievable system, but we're a team that also likes to have a little bit of fun. We're going to be running a few competitions along the way and make this business fun the way it should be. So tonight, Vicky's just going to go over for 5 or 10 minutes. She's been working tirelessly on the training website. There's been a lot of work go into it, but she's made it look so simple, but she spent many hours. So she's the best one to explain how the systems work. So, some of the top leaders in this team have got their heads together, and we've put the system together, but we're always open to feedback. If you think something can be added, something can work better, you think something that's worked for you, just let one of the leaders know, and we'll have a discussion about it. We can add things in, take things away. This is just not set in concrete. It's a website that is going to evolve over time. So we're going to make it seamless, so a new person can come in. They can plug into the website and go through the simple step-by-step process, whether they've had experience in the industry or no experience at all. Give everyone the same opportunity for success. So we think it's going to be a very powerful tool to use in the website. So I'll hand over to Vicky and let her take you through the hard work that she's been doing and show you a few of the basic functions and really step you through the process from when you enroll a new person, because we're all business builders on here. So it's going to take you through the process of when you actually enroll a person. What do you do next? And so I'll hand it over to Vicky. Vicky, you can. I'll mute myself, but give Vicky a round of applause.
Thanks. Well, as Stevie said, this is not anything new for a lot of us. So a lot of us have been doing these exact steps, but it's more about putting it into a sort of system where it's easy to enroll a new person into the business and just plug them in, kind of like a set and walk someone through, so you don't have to do as much work. But I'll just quickly share my screen. I've got a fair few things open here, but I think I've got them in the right order. As Stevie said, there was a few of us that all got together, and we've been looking at all different training systems and worked out that what we're all doing is very, very similar. But when we were thinking about our training system and how to explain it, we started to put together a little flowchart just for our own sake to work out, who does what in which step. So I'm not sure if this is going to be released to everyone, but I know it helped us work through where the steps fit in. So on the left side here, you'll see what the responsibility of the sponsor is, and on the right side is the responsibility of your new person. And then you've got the actual flow of the steps down the middle there. So I'll just walk you through the overarching process to begin with, and then I'll tease out some of the little elements as I go through. So first of all, obviously, you get the sponsor signs up a new person. So one part of our training system, and something that I've been doing from the beginning, and I know a lot of us do, is actually getting the details of your newbie and signing them up yourself, instead of sending them to the Join Now section of the website and letting them fend for themselves. Few reasons for this, and if you're not really sure why, or you've been doing it a different way, maybe talk to your sponsor about it. But we always prefer to get the details. It streamlines the process a bit quicker. Then it's still on the sponsor's responsibility. It's to add the new person to and welcome them to the Facebook page, and also introduce them to the upline support if they haven't already been on a three-way, or even if they have, and some other key people within the team. So still on the sponsor's side there. Then it's the responsibility of the sponsor to send the welcome email, which we've revised a bit, we've streamlined a bit, we've got some really great information on there, and I'll show you through that in a second. So that's all the responsibility of the sponsor. Then it moves over to the responsibility of your new person. So they complete the basics in the email, which there's a couple of links to watch and a few Facebook pages to like. And then it's the responsibility of the new person to book in a call with the sponsor. It's called their step one call, basically. So it's to go over the step one of their system. Then the newbie goes through step one, which is all based on our website now. And that includes a workbook. It's basically, download a workbook, print it off, and go through that, complete that, and then call your sponsor for the follow-up call. So that's where this happens, the follow-up call. The sponsor will take responsibility for, teasing out their story and really listening to the story, critiquing it, asking the newbie to do it again if necessary. But once the sponsor is satisfied that step one is completed, then they release a password to step two. So someone can't go on to step two without completing step one, which I think is a really great way to make sure that people complete these early stages for the best chance of success. So obviously the next step two. Step two is actually all about launching. So learning how to invite, launch, and develop your list. Before someone launches, we want them to get back on the phone to their sponsor and practice doing some inviting, and then we go for the launch. So that's just the basic getting started steps. And then we move into the daily tasks, the daily actions. So I'm not sure if that's useful for people, then we can release that. If not, then we can leave it. But that's the basic steps, and it helped us work through the process. Okay, now I'll quickly talk about the getting started email, which I hope I didn't just shut down. No, here we go. So once you've added your new person to the Facebook group, you'll send them an email just like this. It's got some really basic information. These are where you watch a couple of our favorite audios, which Brilliant Compensation by Tim Sales, and a little section out of a Jim Rohn audio called The Law of Reaping and Sowing, which is an amazing audio. You'll give them their details to their website, but encourage them not to really spend too much time in there in the initial stages before they've gone through and done the step one. Then we move on to the step one of the business training. This is where we get into the meatiness of it. And there's just a link here that takes you straight to the training website. And before I click on that, we've actually got a downloaded audio of GoPro as well. So down here for all the go-getters, if they want to start listening to GoPro by Eric Worre, they can download the audio or order the book or CD there as well. So taking that into our website now, I'll click that link and hopefully that works. It might come up with a password. This will be password protected until Monday when we release the whole thing. As Steve said, we're going to be rejigging it over the weekend and just making sure that all the leaders are satisfied that we haven't missed out anything. So this takes you straight to step one of our getting started training. We have got a homepage where you can view all the different areas, but this is step one. There's Stevie on the front doing a quick welcome. I'm not sure if I might be able to play a little bit there and just show you what that looks like. My internet might not be great. I'm just on my phone internet, so perhaps we'll leave that for now. So here you'll see step one, super simple, as Steve said, not much to look at, but there's a link here to download the step one workbook, and then you've got the helpful training and videos. Now I'll just show you a quick look at our workbook. So once you click on that, this is what you'll download, which is our Fast Start Training Handbook. And the welcome just goes into some of the business basics. So talking about auto ship, hitting executive, the importance of live events, all that kind of thing. But the main part of the step 1 workbook is working through your newbies' why and their goals and commitments for their business with Jeunesse. So look, the website, the booklet will be available to download later on, so I won't go through it with a fine-tooth comb. But each of these areas in the workbook have a video attached. So your newbie can go in there, read the book, print out the book, read through, and then watch, videos between 1 and 5 minutes on each of these areas. So developing your story is a great one, and Lucenti has just done only a 2-minute video on developing the perfect story. So this workbook, once they've printed it out, they can scribble all over it, write notes, and use that as the conversation starter with their sponsor. So the next step at the end of step 1 is to call your sponsor. So I'll get rid of that. And in terms of the helpful training and videos, this will take you to another section of the website where you've just got they're kind of mini blog posts. So this is Angie's engaging story. Steve's done one down here about preparing for negativity, which is the apples training. You can see him there with a big red apple in his hand. Looking pretty smart there. So that's basically it for step 1. Then step 2 is much of the same. So basically the workbook, again, you download the workbook, which is developed to attach to step 1 as well. And step 2 is all about inviting people to your launch and contacting people and starting your contact list. So it's got space in there for the key people that you want to contact or your newbie wants to contact for their launch. It's got some information about inviting and how to invite well and peak interest well, and some great little and this is directly from Angela Lucenti, some great little text invites that she uses to invite people to launches as well, which is really handy. Then it goes into what happens at your launch. And so I know when people are first starting their business, their first launch is always a little bit scary. They don't know what's going on. They've never done it before, particularly if their upline is just online. So this goes into a lot of detail about what to prepare for in terms of your launch, and then on the launch night, what you should be doing and when. So really handy resource for people. And there's also some resources in there for if you're running your own launch and not using our Friday night launch system. So that's it for step 2. So it's really simple, straightforward. People just print it off, get it done, call their sponsor, and do that practice. And I think it's all about communication. So the more you can plug in and talk to your newbies, the better. But you've always got this as a starting point to get that conversation started. Okay, so that's step 2. Again, there's helpful videos attached to each part of those. And once step 2 is finished, they can move on to what we're calling, which is really exciting, is our system 6. So these are the 6 ways that the 6 daily actions that you can take to progress your Jeunesse business. So after you've launched, after you've completed your step 1 and 2, then you move on to this is basically your job description in network marketing. And the 6 steps that we identified that have the most bang for their buck are developing your contact list, inviting and piquing interest, sharing the information, following up with your potential business partners, introducing an expert, which might be your sponsor or upline, and then enrolling into the business system, which is training people how to use this system. And we've got some points on all of those different points down here. And there'll also be a printout of that. So that's basically it for the training side of things. And then we've also got over here videos and training. So we've got links for piquing interest. So they're all your links that you can start sending out. So you can bookmark this page and have it on your phone at all times. So you can send out these links directly from your phone. We'll have different documents. So all of your new starting documents, your memory joggers, templates will be in the document section. We've got the 90-day, what we used to call the 90-day detox, but the 90-day skincare system. So you can send your newbies a link straight to how to use their skincare system, which is really important. But what we're really excited about is the ability in this videos and training section to be able to categorize and tag and search for particular videos. So down here, you'll be able to see we've got step 1 videos, we've got pro videos, step 2 videos, but you can also search by tags. So if you're looking for a video on edification, you just click that tag, and this video will come up from Stephen that he did at the diamond training. So the more videos we get, the more tags we'll have. It'll be super simple, easy to use, and we'll keep updating it as new things come to light. But basically that's it, guys. I hope you like it. I hope it looks like it's a simple system. Obviously there are a few little glitches and things that we need to iron out, but we'll be testing it extensively over this weekend, getting it looked over, getting it checked, and we're really confident that you're going to love it. So that's all from me. I'll unmute TD, and I think I'll stop sharing my screen. I'll unmute Taylor, and she's going to close off for us.
All right. I don't really know what to say other than that it's just absolutely amazing. Vicky and Steve's little inputs here and there, but Vicky, you've done an absolutely amazing job. I just love it. It looks so classy and simple, and it'll be really duplicatable. It's a great tool that we can use. And I love that the little bits will be password protected too, so people can't get through step 2 until they've done step 1. So yeah, it just looks really awesome, and really excited. So thanks, Vic. It's going to be definitely good for everyone. I don't really know what else to say.
Okay, guys. Well,
is that all? What's that?
Steve, did you want to sign off?
Oh, I thought Taylor just signed off. But yeah, guys, well, Vicky's recorded this. So if you think this was something that one of your team members, remember, this is not to be shared outside our team. This is exclusive to us. This is going to be our unique selling point for our team. So share it to your downline only. And yeah, we hope it's a weapon for you to use. And as I mentioned, we're going to be going over this with a fine-tooth comb over the weekend. So if you come up with any ideas, suggestions, something that we've missed, we've had 4 or 5 people have input to it, but obviously the more input we have, the better. So we'll hear from the guys in the field, and obviously we'll release it Monday. But that's awesome. And yeah,
great.
Let's do this.
Thanks, guys. Have a great weekend.
Bye.
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 See you later.
Bye. Oh, I'm going to take a quick pic. I forgot. Hang on. Everyone wave.
No one's got their cameras on.
Oh.
Everyone's drinking wine, and they're just.
People are turning their cameras on now. Everyone get your cameras on. Great Friday night. Lift up your wine if you've got one.
Come on, Chloe. Come on, Fiona, Jess.
All right, I've got one. Perfect. Thanks, guys.
Catch you later.
Chat soon.
I'm out.
Okay, I'm ending now.